Hello and welcome back to more Vintage Cube Draft. Well, we open a strip mine. That's generally a good start. There's also Authority. Authority is very powerful. I feel like I constantly undervalue this card and then just get destroyed by it, so definitely would take this. Galvanic Discharge does kill Authority, which is fairly relevant. Otherwise, not a whole lot else. I'll take a strip mine. It's just such a good, like, flexible card. It can deal with a card like Caracas. Uh, I I got so many comments about how good Caracas was, and to be honest, I ignored most of them. And then the Arena Cube data came out, and the Arena Cube data is like, hey, Caracas is really good. For most of the decks, I looked at like a bunch of different archetypes, and Caracas was one of the like highest positive synergy cards with a lot of archetypes. Which on one hand could say the card is really good. On the other hand, it could say like the good players knew to draft it and put it in their decks, which apparently I was not one of those for quite a while. So might be taking Caracas here, largely because there's also nothing exciting else in the pack, and starting with two of the best utility lands in the whole game is a very good place to begin. Because we can go any direction. Like Caracas, yes, it does tap for white, but you can just play this as a colorless land and it's totally fine. And then you can like they try and Tifa Lockhart you, and you're just like, you bounce it to their hand. Uh, okay. Parkinesis is good, but I don't know if that's where I want to be. I could take Rumble because I'm just obsessed with this archetype. Honestly, kind of like that. It's very flexible. This card is it's really powerful in the right archetype, but it's also just a generally pretty good card. The biggest downside to it, I think, would just be that it's green. But green is not as bad as I think people give it credit for. So I don't hate it. There's an Inti. Inti goes well with the Rumble game plan. I think Asika's Chariot is the like strongest raw power card if you just want to take like a good card. Stomping Ground is also a consideration, and then like Deep Cavern Bat as well. I think I'm gonna take the Chariot. With Strip Mine, we have some incentive to go green, and kind of like why change colors if you don't have to. So there's that. Can take Reclaimer to go with Strip Mine, but this card's just really slow. I love Smuggler's Copter. Tarmogoyf I'm also like getting higher and higher on, but Copter's colorless again. Like why branch out into other colors if you don't have to? That's a Taiga. Green red tends to be a very good color pairing. Endothotriomes, whatever. Fnatic is pretty good in green, especially with things like Asika's Chariot. So I could also take this, but if I end up going into red, I think I'm going to want Taiga more than I'm going to want Fnatic. And in green, Fnatic is just, it's fine. It's in the right deck, it can be very good, but you generally want 1-drops instead of 2-drops. So I'm going to grab Taiga. Okay, we could take the Chocobo. I have poo-pooed that card. It's better than I gave it credit for, but I think worse than it. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it again here. Kavu's also good with Copter if we want to go discard themed. Yavimaya can make Caracas tap for mana, I guess. Let's try the Chocobo. I don't know. Give it another shot here. Then we get. I do love Angie's Ravager. This card, power does each equal number of lands you control. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. It's pretty strong. And we do have some incentive to go into lands. And if they kill it, you just get a bunch of stuff back too. I mean, look, let's try it. I don't think that's the correct play. This card seems bad to me, but I haven't played it, so let's test it out. We have some red fixing, although Loot the Pathfinder is just nuts. I'm going to take Loot. Given that, I don't think I want Epicure. Phantasmal Image doesn't work with Chariot, doesn't work with Loot. If we end up green-white, Arwen is okay, I guess. I'll take a Wastewood Verge. I don't know. I don't think I'm playing many cards from that pack. Okay. I mean, there's Bailoff Prime. I really don't like this card. Proving Ground gives us Jund colors, which does help with Loot the Pathfinder a bit. Expressive Iteration. Going that late is very interesting. I mean, I have Strip Mine, Bailoff Prime. Alright, sure. We'll do it. Get a fetch land to go with our guy. We also have Rumble to put lands into the graveyard. Like, there is something there. Okay. I will take Elvis Reclaimer now. I think we're kind of committing to the lands archetype. It does double trigger Chocobo. It is good with Bailiff Prime too, right? Sack a land, sack a land. So I think we're getting there. And we get Razor Verge Thicket or tapped one. I think I prefer the tapped Triland actually because it well, it has land types, which is very relevant for the Causeway I just picked up, but it also makes like fetches better in this deck. Because we have Bailiff Prime and Chocobo, we're taking fetches quite highly. And given that, we're likely to end up with a bunch of different. Oh, we can take this or swords. I guess I take the fetch. We can maybe wheel a Glorybringer. That would be awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna begrudgingly take a fetch here. Mark's Diamond, Walk-in Closet, Knight of the Reliquary, also good with Chocobo, Bailiff Prime, and all that jazz. I guess I'll take Walk-in Closet to start things off. Diamond is cool with Walk-in Closet, so I could take the Diamond, but this deck kind of cares about having lands in play, not necessarily discarding them. Something like Fast Bond, Exploration are all anti-synergy with Mox Diamond. Now, do I want to take this card this highly is the other question. It's very likely to wheel, but I don't think it matters that much. Because the other card I would maybe want is Knight of the Reliquary, and that card also is like, it's going to wheel. Nobody takes Knight of the Reliquary. Okay, then we do see a Noble Hierarch. There's also Elspeth and Eternal Witness. So I have Misty Rainforest, Green. I mean, Elspeth is so busted. Yeah. She gives a deck like this some insane top end. Hierarch is good. Witness with Strip Mine is also kind of fun. You can like Strip Mine, Witness, Strip Mine. So we could not do that, but I think I gotta take this card. It's so perfect in the archetype. Yeah. There's Crucible of Worlds. Sentinel's very good. Ketria Triome does help us with Loot the Pathfinder. But I mean, like, I would play Elspeth over Loot 100 times because the problem with decks like this, you can end up in like a board stall where you have like Chariot, you maybe have like a 6/7 Chocobo, and then you activate Elspeth, and suddenly your Chocobo is flying for like 8 damage and kills them. I think that's very useful. Take Sentinel, Guy's Cradles, not very good here. Crucibles, whatever. I mean, it's funny with Strip Mine, but it's just funny, really. It's not like particularly incredible. Uro can be good if we have blue. Wayfinder's good at finding a strip mine. Goes with Rumble, but it probably wheels. Uro. I wish I had Life from the Loam. You could take like Faithless Looting, Bazaar of Baghdad, that kind of thing. Double blue Uro. I do have Misty now. If I do get Bazaar of Baghdad, I'll be happy with Uro. Although Bloodbraid Challenger also pretty good. I think I'm just gonna take the Wayfinder. It's the card I'm gonna play. There's Ice Till. Happy about that, dude. Although Verdant Catacombs in the same pack. Can we risk it? Can I play? What are the odds Ice Till wheels? Pretty low. And I want to wheel Sowing Mycospawn. Alright, I gotta take it. It's so perfect for the deck. No, dude, the same pack! Hogak's way better than Exploration in this deck. Exploration's fine, but like, there are very few things that kill as quickly as Hogak does. This card's so good. Thornspire Verge helps with Kavu, but not much else. Fnatic is cute, but not incredible. I could take a Prismatic Ending if I do end up running Elspeth. Because I mean, I guess if I want to play Loot, that's the one. But I have Caracas. I'll take a Pending. I don't know. Okay. Pending is there. We have Plateau, which I cannot grab with Misty. I could take my least favorite card ever, Earthbender Ascension, which maybe this could be the deck for it. Right? This does tutor land. I think Earthbend makes a green creature. I'm not entirely sure. I could take Thespian Stage to copy Strip Mine, but that's kind of whatever. And I'm not super... Alright. I'm going to take Earthbender Ascension, much to my dismay. There's Knight. Knight's really good. Shifting Woodland is also quite good in a deck that has Hogak. But, decks that have Hogak, you kind of just... Like, if he's in a graveyard, you want to just be able to cast him anyway, so... There's that. I could take Basking Rootwalla. That does make, if I open a Bazaar, better. But I think neither Reliquary is actually kind of sick in this deck. We get Eternal Witness. I will take an Eternal Witness. That's a lot of threes. Probably cutting this card. Commercial District. Definitely don't need Crucible. Squee is awesome if I had a Bazaar already, but I don't, so I'll take Commercial District. Raucous Theater, I guess, does something. Okay, Detectives Phoenix versus Master of Death. Phoenix is kind of awesome with Hogak. Sure. And a Braid. We're definitely meant to be red-green, not white. So we'll see what happens here. Raucous Theater is not fetchable with anything, but it does Surveil, which could put like a Graveyard Hogak. Someone else is taking green cards, which is also a little bit sad. Okay. This pack is not very good for us. I could take LED. I think the ship on that has sailed. I could take Chain Lightning and just commit to the red deck. Like, I'm not taking Woodfall Primus. I'm not taking Mana Leak. Not taking Memory Jar. Quantum Builder's good, but it doesn't really do what we want. Okay, I'll try Chain Lightning, but none of those cards were particularly exciting. I don't think I'm playing this. Okay, there's a Gut. This draft has been real wild. I'm missing, like, elves. Like, someone else is definitely drafting green, which makes Gut a lot worse. Like, I have so many threes already. And I want to just take Town Greeter because it just makes Hogak better. And I think Hogak is definitely worth going all in on. But I need like cheap green creatures like this dude to make it happen. Because you need to be able to go turn 1 creature, turn 2 Town Greeter Hogak. That's like the play. There's the Zurin Orb to go with Baloth Prime. Not very high priority. It is also okay with Icetail Explorer. So we'll see if we get there, but I'm not like fully in love with it just yet. So Twisted Landscape also gets green-red. Green-red. Black-red. There's a 4th Lingus. Wow. I can probably make this work, but I kind of don't want to. I really just in my heart of hearts want to take an Avacyn's Pilgrim because my deck needs maybe it's not even that, maybe it's not worth the splash. It's sort of a double splash. This card I know my deck wants because really turn 1 Mana Elf with Strip Mine is so good. Red Human Knight creature tokens. This card is just so busted though, and Pilgrim probably wheels. I'll take it, I guess. We can get Temple Garden to make it easier. Yeah, I'm okay with that. That lets Misty get an untapped white, which also makes Elspeth back on the table, I think, and pending. I think we're Naya. Deathrite Shaman is a great 1 mana elf, really good with Town Greeter, Satyr Wayfinder, and Rumble, because we can play this turn 1, turn 2, get mana off of it. I quite like that. Really good at evoking a Hogak too. Convoking, whatever, whatever the thing it does for Hogak. I guess with all the mill, this card maybe is worth it too. We'll try it. I mean, I have the ability to get a ton of lands off Icetail. Okay, this pack. We have Unearth. We also have a Tersa Light Shatter, which can discard lands that I can play off my 2 Crucible effects or Hogak. Can help me find fixing. And now I have, I guess, only 2 1-drops, but I'm not playing anything else from here, so try a Tersa. Once Upon a Time is great. Steam Vents could let me maybe get Loot the Pathfinder in here, but I think Once Upon a Time grabbing, like basically setting up Hogak stuff, Strip Mine stuff is awesome. Pretty high in this card now that I've tested it a bit. And we're missing out on just bad cards. Okay, this is the pack that had nothing for us. Choose up to 1 permanent card in your graveyard that was put there in the battlefield. So you can like get back a fetch or a Strip Mine, I suppose. Probably not going to play it, but it's something. Because we only have 1 fetch right now. That's so sad. That's really sad. Leyline Binding versus Endurance. Don't think I'm quite there on a Fire Covenant. Crazy to see it going that late. I could take Concealing Curtains because it's good with Hogak, but I'm thinking probably not playing any of this. I'll take this just so I have some removal that might make it into the main deck. Last pick, Jace the Mind Sculptor. That's nuts. I know this is a combo, but this card's just completely dead otherwise. But I'm not playing anything else from the pack, so I'll take it and very likely not put it in my deck. Pilgrim's perfect. Not doing any of this. Okay, this deck kind of shaped up. Our mana is a little bit sketchy. Lush Portico helps though. Unearth. If I had the mana, Unearth actually would be kind of good here. We have quite a few threes. Red, white. Okay, what does the mana look like? 28 playables. So I definitely want these. I guess Tursa is kind of weak. Phoenix is pretty good with Rumble, Wayfinder, Town Greeter. Because we can put expensive stuff in the graveyard and just give something haste. I don't hate it. Can we get double white for Elspeth? That's the real question. My gut says no. Right? This is red, green, green, white, red, green, colorless. Black, red doesn't actually help with anything. Not playing on Earth. This gets all three. Green, white, white, green, white, red, green. Yeah, we have enough for Elspeth. Okay, Sentinel, Ewit, Knight, Walk-in Closet. This deck's real weird. I mean, Belith Prime, it makes a 4/4 beast whenever you sack a land, and you can just use it itself to sack lands, so I guess you could start making beasts. Guess I'm okay with that. We're gonna have 4 mana types, so I think Leyline Binding is actually going to be better than Prismatic Ending in this deck most of the time. I'm going to cut a Braid. That gives me 1, 2, 3. 3 removal spells is not great. Crocus is kind of 4. Actually, in this deck, I think I'm going to cut Chain Lightning for Prismatic Ending. Because I can get a lot of colors. My heart is telling me cut Detective's Phoenix. But I think that heart is wrong. Do I cut Walk-in Closet? Yeah. I didn't find Fast Bond. Exploration's not fast enough. Fourth Lingus is just good. 24 with 16 land with Pilgrim Reclaimer or Pilgrim Hierarch Deathrite Shaman. Plus 2 guys and Once Upon a Time. I think I'm just gonna run it like this. Although Strip Mine's kind of a land. Or a spell. I'm just gonna cut the Baloth Prime, I think. Run it like this. No swamps. I don't think I even want a base. Oh no, I need at least 1 basic mountain. 1 basic plains. I don't think I need a basic plains. 6, 7, 8. Maybe I do. Right now, white sources are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'll play 1 basic plains. That way, if someone like Path Exiles me, I can grab it. So right now we have 17 lands with the Once Upon a Time, but one of those lands is a strip mine. I think that's fine. Seawall, round 1. Okay, we're playing against Body Bag. Let's go first. We got a Chocobo, we got a strip mine. I'm gonna keep this. Turn 1 Chocobo, turn 2 strip mine, hope for the best. it's kind of slow. If we had a white source though, I think we'll be doing okay. This Phoenix is looking suspicious. But we do have 3 things that mill a bunch of cards and hit us more lands, so feeling moderately okay about it. And I really have no idea how to evaluate this card. I've never played it, but it's gonna be like a 3 mana questing beast without haste kind of, that doesn't have vigilance or death touch or whatever else questing beast does, besides the fact that it can't be blocked. And then it is kind of unkillable, which is cool too. Okay, opponent kept 7 after a long pause. Chocobo. See if you can live up to the hype. You're cute. You're very cute. I think my best draw would be Avacyn's Pilgrim next turn, because then I can go Strip Mine Pilgrim, and then the next turn I can go Knight of the Reliquary. And Knight of the Reliquary plus Chocobo is actually kind of good. Okay, opponent's thinking again. Okay, Chocobo down. They have a star. Okay. And Dotha Triome. I am just going to Strip Mine because it grows Chocobo and it puts them back a turn. It doesn't mana screw them because they do have Chromatic Star. But at least, like, if their best play was Star last turn, if they thought Seize Me, I'm not too upset about it. I guess losing Knight is annoying. But we do get a white source off the Triome. We get a 2/3 Chocobo. He's going. They Surveil to the top. And then Lightning Bolt my Chocobo. Oh, discard theme. Love it. Love that. Okay. Let's go Forest. Guy gets bigger. Knight of the Reliquary is a 3/3. I can play Detective's Phoenix, but I almost want to preserve it as a way to... Let me attack before I play anything. I don't think opponent's going to say anything, so we will close this. Get in there, Knight. Preacher of the Schism. Okay, so they don't have any discard, but that does have Death Touch, which is moderately annoying. Don't really mind trading off for a Chocobo, though. Let's go... Oh, I could also just kill him with a Scouring Storm Soul. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get up to 5 mana with Knight, but that doesn't matter too much. I can grab a fetch land. Go Forest. He gets bigger. Yeah, this guy can't be blocked, but I think the map tokens are slightly more valuable here. Let me attack with the Chocobo. They are just taking it. I can activate Knight of the Reliquary right now. I think I will. We're gonna grab Misty Rainforest and then fetch for Surveil Land. And that's gonna be... I have red, but let's just grab... Oh no, I want double white. Yeah, I want double white for Elspeth. And then we're trying to surveil stuff to the graveyard so that we can Detective's Phoenix. Elvish Reclaimer... It will be a 3-4, but I think we could do better. 6, 7. Everything comes down to these numbers. Alright, and then I will map token on the Sentinel here. No, I would not. I would like to keep Ice Till Explorer, please. That seems really, really good. Good luck having lands next turn. So you get a 1/1 lifelink vampire. I will take 2 because you're at 8 life. Corey Steelcutter post combat. But it kind of makes sense because they can't attack with the creature anyway. I think they're dying. I think they're not going to have any lands next turn. Harvester of Misery to... Okay. What? They're going to reanimate it? I don't know what's happening there. Ice Till Explorer. Get in there. Let's go. Strip Mine. Get bigger. Mill a card. Caracas. Okay. Strip Mine your double source. Play Strip Mine again. Get bigger. Get bigger. Strip Mine their other source. You have 2 lands. I think I just... The only way I lose this is if somehow they can kill me next turn. But Sentinel has Vigilance, so that seems almost impossible. Go to 5. I don't know what series of card. It would have to be like Entomb Shallowgrave or something. You get a 1/1. Okay. You die, I guess. Black red. They had a creature with 4 toughness. I'll just run it. I think the deck is good. Phoenix I'm still suspicious of. We could cut Phoenix for Baloth Prime. Here again with Detective's Phoenix. I'm gonna keep though. Okay, Mako. Get in there. So I can go turn 1 Ignoble Hierarch. Because I can still Chocobo next turn and play land if I want to. But this just gives me more options. They get a blood token. 2/2 Mako. Get in there. Kind of wish this... Oh, I should have brought in Prismatic Ending. Take 2. Caracas, you are not legendary. Okay. Yeah, I guess I will play the Chocobo here. Just playing it a little bit slower. I'm kind of okay with that. This lets me Chariot next turn. I will bottom a Forest. And I'm not going to be blocking, so I might as well attack. This has Exalted, so... Broadside Bombardiers. Okay, things are getting real. Things are getting very real. They can sack the Epicure to kill my Hierarch. I can Leyline Binding the Bombardiers. Alright, well... Kind of force the activation anyway. They're killing the Chocobo. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'll take that. 1, 2, 3. So this is going to cost 3 mana still. I almost feel like it's better just to play Seeka's Chariot right now. Use my mana effectively. Although I'm at 13 and they have broadside bombardiers. If I leyline binding the bombardiers, like what's the worst thing they could possibly do to me? Not that much. But anyway, what's the worst thing they could possibly do to me? I guess it's evoke Fury, kill both my chariot tokens, throw the Fury at me for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I basically die. So, pretty bad. Pretty bad there. So this costs 3. Alright, I'll just leyline binding. I wish collective the 4-drop instant that gives you 2 3-drops, that'd be actually very good in this deck. Magda's fine. Okay, we're gonna binding the bombardiers. Take 2. I guess the other benefit of binding the bombardiers is it lets me keep my hierarch. As opposed to playing chariot, they get to trigger and kill the hierarch. We're gonna Caractacus the Magda, and they probably just lose. And then if they don't do that, next turn I get to go Town Greeter into Knight of the Reliquary, which is also very good. Metamorphose, you got it. Okay. I'm just gonna bounce this. I don't know. I can't imagine them doing anything scarier. They replay it. Okay, let's go with Town Greeter. Wow, we hit 3 lands and okay, so this is ordering them. And then this is picking a land, which will be a Misty Rainforest. Crazy. Okay, then I get to go Forest, fetch for a Taiga, and get down a Knight of the Reliquary, which is absolutely huge. 6/6, yeah. Then I can crew, bounce this, attack. Okay, like the only thing that can kill me is some type of shallow grave. Or sneak attack Emrakul, I guess, would do it too. I've done a lot of damage to myself. Okay, match 1 down, see you next round. Hey, real quick, sorry for the interruption, but I just want to let you know that the game that I've been working on for about the last year now is on Steam and it's ready for wish lists. And we will be opening it up for public play testing within a month or 2 once we get the tutorial and everything ready. So it's a deck building roguelike card game that the goal of this game was to try and give you a Storm-like experience like you're drafting a Storm deck, but in a self-contained roguelike game and add a bunch of improvements, make it single player, that kind of thing. So it's a lot of fun. And there's some improvements for those who've been following the project that I'm very excited about. We made the card frames look better. Really happy with how these look. And the way the game works is you play cards in links. Instead of having like a mana system, you just play cards in like sequences, groups, or sets. And then the size of the number determines how big of a link the card needs to be playing. So like if it's a 3, you have to have at least 3 cards in the link with it in order to be able to play it. So it's really nice where you can't really get mana flooded or screwed because there's no mana in the game, but it's this nice puzzly aspect of how can I play these big cards, little cards, things like that. And there's a bunch of other things like you face bosses that challenge you. There's like a drafting mechanic, trashing mechanic, aspects, and things like that. Really happy about all that, but the thing I'm most excited about is the way you level up. We have a sort of Balatro-like combo system where you can put cards in your deck that give you combo, and then your knowledge times wisdom is essentially gives you the giant score, and that determines your level. And the level up is not cumulative, so you just have to hit bigger and bigger combos every single turn to continue leveling it up. So it's just this really nice puzzly game of how do I play my cards in sequences and links, you know, get the right numbers to make these work, and then how do I take care of bosses, how do I grow my deck, how do I get better relics, but then you're also constantly trying to build bigger combos to level up to increase your max hand size, deal damage to bosses more, max HP, and things like that. So if any of that sounds good to you at all, go check out Azoth on Steam, link in the description. All right, we are here playing against Warm Banana Bread. I hope there are chocolate chips in that. Oh, that sounds good, actually. It makes me want to go baking. We have Once Upon a Time. We have Wayfinder, Chocobo. This hand's alright. I'm going to keep this. Untapped green would be pretty nice, because I could go turn 1 Chocobo, turn 2 anything else. Rumble, also pretty good. This is going to be a Gaak finding quest. Watch them mana tithe my Hogak too. Well, they could mana tithe once upon a time. They totally have mana tithe, dude. You don't think this long. Unless they're typing a message to me. Hi, you too. Thanks. Okay. Tithe my tithe on once upon a time would be kind of brutal. Love your videos. Thank you. Dude, not everyone on Magic Online is so nice, but I think by and large, the average person is quite nice. Wow, this hand. Okay. Can't get untapped green. Can't zoom in on any of these cards either. I think between Rumble and Wayfinder, I'm likely to hit an untapped land. I could get Town Greeter. Sentinel gives me a solid 3 to work with. I'll take that, I guess. And we're gonna go Commercial District. Hogak? Bro, you can't out-surveil me. In response, surveil. So they kept on top. Smuggler's Copter, pretty happy about as well. That will likely be my turn 2 play. Okay. As long as it's not a land. Great. Not too bad. Wish it hit the Chocobo. Chocobo's kind of dead. If you don't play it literally turn 1, it's kind of rough. But here we get to do this. Play Wayfinder, hopefully hit a Forest and mill Hogak. They have all their mana up. There's a Plains. Plains is quite nice. Given that, I think I'm just going to use my mana effectively and play a Sentinel. And then discard Chocobo to the Copter. And if they kill it, you know, not the end of the world. Okay. He's dead. I wish Once Upon a Time had milled the 5 mana get back him and a land guy. Oh, they missed a land drop. That's probably not good news for me. Okay, let's go Chocobo. Land. Trigger. Fetch. Grab Temple Garden untapped. Trigger. Then let me... I don't want a map token just yet, or do I? I guess I will map token here. The Scouring Stormsoul, what is that? Oh, put that in graveyard 100%. Excellent. Alright, let me attack. And then we're going to play you, and we're just going to hit Hogak. I don't, but I hit Strip Mine. Alright, I'll take a Strip Mine. Sadly, we lost 4th Erlingus, but that's okay. I said they're what got me into Cube. So glad to hear it. Cube is amazing. Okay, return this and target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Well, unfortunately for my opponent, let me map token on the Wayfinder. Well, let's play Strip Mine. Try and kill their land now. Okay, I think they're dead. I think they're gonna have a bad time. Attack like this. Up here. What is the revealed card? Why is nothing... Where is it? Game log? What is the revealed card? Reveals Asika's Chariot. No, I don't want to put that in graveyard. Pass turn. What is happening? Are they going to max hand size here? They're just dead. Okay. Oh, I wanted to activate the dude and see what happened. Okay, that's very unfortunate for them. Black-red made me discard a bunch of stuff. Could be a matchup for Walk-in Closet over like a Detective's Phoenix. I don't really know what the matchup is. I think they played just him to Torok and then conceded, so. This hand is great. Holy cow. Turn 1. It's kind of awkward. No, it's not actually. Oh, this is perfect. Turn 1 Deathrite. Turn 2. Yeah, this is perfect because you strip mine them and you exile their land to play the next thing. They Grief Evoke me. Okay, that's not that bad. They just 2-for-1 themselves. Depending on what they do, I'm probably just strip mining turn 1 now because they know about it. But them Grief Evoking me is like me casting him to Torok. Elvish Reclaimer. I think I'm gonna not get greedy here and just try and knock them off of mana. I could go Forest and then try and get Chocobo and all that, but I think with Reclaimer, I have the ability to grow Chocobo kind of as much as I would want anyway. Go Forest, Chocobo. Next turn, I can go Twisted Landscape Reclaimer and get Chocobo huge and get Reclaimer huge probably. They know about this one too. Play Landscape. Play you. Attack you. Fetch here. He's a 2-power Chocobo. Probably getting Fatal Pushed, maybe. Oh, discard the... Sure. The Evoke guy or whatever he is. Wow. Okay. Baleful Mastery at Chocobo. That's... so far, I've basically cast 2 Hymn to Torox on my opponent this game without doing anything. Because Grief Evoke is a 2-for-1. Baleful Mastery is also a 2-for-1. Okay. Forest. Basic Forest. This guy gets bigger with each land. This wants to put lands into my graveyard, but it's so off curve right now. I think I just go Mountain, play this dude. Attack for 1. And then next turn, I can do something like play Wayfinder and Copter, or Wayfinder activate. But it's a pretty, Chocobo dead does slow my curve down a lot. The One Ring. Okay. They're going to have a lot of cards. That does undo all the 2-for-1s I did. Or, I guess they did. Eternal Witness. I don't know if that matters so much. Let's start with Satyr Wayfinder, see what that hits. Okay. Only good cards. Losing all that. Didn't even put another land into my graveyard either. I think this can grab any land tapped. I can grab Caracas to help protect me. I can grab a Surveil land. I think Smuggler's Copter is a little bit better. And no attacks because they have One Ring protection. This card's kind of sick. If they kill him, I could just get him and strip mine back. Okay. I see you, Scouring Storm Soul. Hymn to Torok. Okay. Get to keep my worst card. But it does grow Elvish Reclaimer, actually. Chain Lightning doesn't even kill him. They might have not read the ordering, like that he gets bigger if they Hymn to Torok lands. Poor opponent. It's really, I've seen it a lot, and I've experienced it. Like, you play against someone, like, they watch my videos, they're probably nervous. Totally makes sense. Just unfortunate. Omo comes down. This card's Troll. So this can't block, this can chump, and then Smuggler's Copter. There's a lot of damage coming their way. Ignoble Hierarch. Alright, let's crew here. I guess I will just play the land to make my Scouring Strangler bigger. It also gives me white mana. Yeah, white mana seems good right now. Holy cow, dude. What a card. Good thing I played the tap land. Okay, opponent's out 4, they go to 2. So they're dead next turn if they cannot kill me or deal with the One Ring. Toxic Deluge doesn't work. Fury. I mean, this thing is huge. Like, GG's. This thing, like, actually not bad. It's huge, and if they, like, wrath the board, I get it back and a strip mine. Like, it is late game inevitability to a T. Alright, we're in the finals. See you there. Alright, we're playing against Adam T. Going first. Look at that. You know what? The Chocobo is kind of clutch right now. The only downside is this hand, I can't go turn 1. No, I can. Okay, turn 1 mana dork. Let's go Taiga. The question is, I can play Avacyn's Pilgrim, and then next turn go Chocobo Strip Mine, but then I'm not using the Pilgrim mana, so I don't have any 1-drop white cards. So I guess there could be a world. No, I'm just gonna play the Chocobo here. Playing Chocobo lets me audible into, if they play like Mana Crypt, right? I don't really want to strip mine. And then I can go Twisted Landscape plus Avacyn's Pilgrim or something like that. In this case, we're definitely just gonna strip mine. Rock is also insane. Grow the Chocobo. Swords the Chocobo. You got it. You know what? The Chocobo is doing stuff. Let me kill your land. Play you. Let's just Satyr Wayfinder into a Hogak. Is that too much to ask? There's a Triome. I don't want to get mana tithed. So let's go Twisted Landscape. Wayfinder. I need green. Oh. If I hit Hogak, I guess I want the Pilgrim out, so let's do it this way. Did not hit Hogak, but I hit a Surveillant, and I get Scouring Storm whatever into my graveyard. I guess I'll take an untapped land here. And then I can get a Surveillant off the Scouring Stormsayer guy thing. Yeah, I think this makes sense. Playing this was kind of weird because I wanted these untapped so that I could Hogak. Attack for 1. Okay, they just hold up 2 mana. Leyline Binding. Okay, we're gonna go Caracas. Attack for 2. And pass turn. I can cycle the Triumph and or fetch with the landscape. Or just cast Leyline Binding on Dak Faden. No, I cannot do that because I play Twisted Landscape actually. Okay, you got a Dak Faden. They get to loot. So the trial makes Leyline Binding cost 2. I don't really care too much about Dak Faden. Echo of Aeons in the graveyard. Okay, they're playing Storm. Maybe I do care about him. I need to be as fast as possible. Let me cycle this. Well, go to the end of their turn. Chariot's very good. Ice Till is excellent. Sadly, I'm missing a second green. I have to do it this way. Play Ice Till. Yeah, okay, they have Force of Will. Pretty good. Attack Dak Faden. So now they can Echo of Aeons, which also gets rid of my graveyard. They discard Basalt Monolith and a Hedge Maze. Tezzeret Cruel Captain. Retrofitter Foundry, which they currently can't play. Now they can. Link that, they play the Foundry. That's an Elspeth. Hard to do much better than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Elspeth. Elspeth will... I can give Satyr Wayfinder flying and kill this thing. But I think I just want to threaten lethal like very quickly. I can also... No, she only kills creatures. I think I'm just going to kill the Tezzeret. Because that does go very crazy with Retrofitter Foundry. And then next turn I can like Leyline Binding if I need to. Okay, they keep milling. I hope I'm not just going to get killed by Brain Freeze Underworld Breach. This is basically like Bazaar of Baghdad. Yeah, Dak Faden activation is like Bazaar of Baghdad plus Squee, but just on his own. Discard Aether Spellbomb, sink into Stupor. So really, so far from their deck, I haven't seen anything that really does anything. Which just leads me more and more to believe it's a Brain Freeze Underworld Breach type deck. And the fact that they've seen more than half their deck is very scary. But next turn I can hold up Leyline Binding for Underworld Breach at least. Monument to Endurance. Okay. They have 1 card in hand. Let me finally get rid of this. I have red. Let's just get more green. Eternal Witness. So, I think the play is probably Witness back Strip Mine. Then Elspeth lets me kill Dak Faden, and then I could Leyline Binding Monument. But if Dak Faden's dead, I don't think it matters too much. Witness back a Strip Mine. Play the Strip Mine. Killing... I could kill their only red source. Oh yeah, then it's much harder for them to cast Underworld Breach. Then we're going to Elspeth activate. I guess Leyline Binding still costs 3. So if I want to Leyline Binding something, I'd have to hold back the Pilgrim. So I guess I won't. And the next turn, I have 12 damage, which is not lethal. So maybe not the best play. Double white. It's a Wrath? That's fine. No legends that I can bounce, right? Yeah. That's fine. Planes. So we're definitely... 1 or more tokens will be created, twice that many. So Seaga's Chariot plus this kind of goes hard. Uptake here, make a soldier. Play planes. I can hold up Leyline Binding and or Scouring Storm Soul. I think that is the play. Right, this can be activated anytime. Let's just pass. They have no cards in hand. Echo of Aeons. I can hit Monument to Endurance, or I can get back this guy. I think I hit Monument. They tap for 2, which is great because it gets Tellurian Academy out of there, and they just have 3 mana left. It does get rid of my Scouring whatever, dude, but I also get a full hand here. It's got Strip Mine, 4th Erlingus. Yeah, they're pretty dead. I will say, I love seeing this card get used in what I assume is a Storm deck, but I really can't tell. Right, they have Wrath of God. It feels like Storm plus Control-y. Kind of interesting. Loring's good. They're passing with all their mana up. Strip Mine definitely helps with that. Let's go Strip Mine the Colonnade. Okay, they have white mana up. It could be a Reprieve, but I think we just go for lethal here. Play our own Mana Tithe, I guess. Great. Allow me to give all my team flying. They kill one. You got it. You still die. You still very much die here. And this is the power. Okay, Control? Are they control? I don't know. They're running Wraths. I think this is it. Hogak hasn't even made an appearance, so it would be a great time for him to show up. Although they do have like Swords of Plowshare, so maybe not. But yeah, I've milled like half my deck most games, and he just never showed up anywhere. Okay, winning this, wow, that's a good hand. Winning this would give us the clean 3-0-6-0. Being on the draw, I don't like my odds, but this hand, I feel good. Retroverted Foundry is very good though. Strip Mine. I think I'm gonna wait one turn here. Get a Pilgrim down. See if I can hit a non-basic. Maybe cut them off of the color of mana. Like that. Manifold Key. Okay. They could also have Tellurian Academy. I don't know if it's worth saving my mana for Tellurian Academy. Play on Daze, though. Rumble. Phoenix is going in the graveyard for sure. I can get any permanent card, so I guess that will be Leyline Binding. And I'm going to kill Celestial Colonnade. Because I can still play Asika's Chariot next turn. If they have Academy, it's bad. But if they don't, it's pretty good. Okay. Let me Misty Rainforest. Prismatic Ending the Retrofitter. The problem with doing that... No, there's not much problem with doing that. Ending the Retrofitter. If they make a Servo, I could for their Lingus. No, I don't have the mana. Okay, that makes it even easier. Phoenix. There's only 3 cards in the graveyard right now. Okay. So, Misty Rainforest is going to grab a red source. So we will pass turn. I have Leyline Binding technically up if I grab Taiga, but Taiga's in my graveyard, I just noticed, so that is not possible. I don't know if it was right taking that whole turn kind of off, because I could have just played Asika's Chariot. But with Manifold Key, like, the copter thing goes kind of nuts. I don't know, maybe that was bad. What do they do with Ponder? They shuffled. Okay, they're definitely short on lands if they're doing that, and they play a Talisman. Towards the Pilgrim. Okay. Let me grab... I want to grab this, but this doesn't give me red, and I really need red. Town Greeter. It's better than average. Take 1. They're tapped out. Let me land in Asika's Chariot. Great. This makes so many things easier. I can then 4th Erlingus. I can Town Greeter out a Hogak. They do have Tellurian Academy, but they just have a ton of mana and currently nothing to do with it. Staff of the Storyteller. Okay, thank goodness I killed the Retrofitter thing. The flying makes my 4th Erlingus pretty rough, but still not that bad. They untap Talisman so they can draw a card right away. But they're at 14. Okay. Let me... They have 1 card in hand. 4th Erlingus for 2 does go pretty hard. I have 3. So I could also, like, Town Greeter into Detective's Phoenix, most likely. That doesn't help that much. So I think the play is to just 4th Interlingus for 2. They have a counterspell. Okay, fair enough. So that's the last card in their hand. Crew here. And I think they literally drew that off Staff as Storyteller too. But Chariot is going to start taking over this game too. They chump. Already played a land. So Phoenix next turn can give like a Hogak haste if I hit a Hogak, which would be sick. They have 1 card in hand. This is exactly what I usually see with Academy. It's there. Play Town Greeter. Can I finally see a Hogak? No, I cannot. I'll grab this one. But I'm gonna play... I guess I do want to Detective's Phoenix on the Town Greeter. That's just so much damage. Exiling, Rumble, Pending, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can Spell Pierce. Okay, 3/3. Let me crew here. Wing out. Make a copy of this cat. Then I only have 3, so if I play this out, I'll have 4, so my thing will cost 2. I guess I will Lush Portico. Ignoble Hierarch, don't need ya. They're at 9. Wrath of God, I still have a Seeker's Chariot. And I get Detective's Phoenix back if they play Wrath. Okay, that was a clean 3-0-6-0 trophy. Some of the earlier decks I faced weren't the best decks. Opponent's deck looked okay in the finals. Not too much. We never saw Hogak. I'm very sad. He would have been good at most stages of the game. We just never... I've played Rumble at least twice. I played this dude 2 or 3 times. Drew half my deck. Just never made an appearance. I genuinely, when I was recording, I was like, is Hogak in the deck? That doesn't mean he was bad. Like I said, basically the whole time I was playing, I was like, if I draw Hogak, it's good for me. So happy about that. This card really overperformed. I'm kind of into it. I think this card could be good, potentially. It's awkward that it's 3 mana, but, you know, the green decks want to ramp into 3 anyway. So this is on my watch list, especially if you have a Strip Mine, just because the late game power of this with Strip Mine is kind of sick. Overall, thanks for... I mean, the deck was sick. Ice Till did its thing. Elspeth did its thing. Chariot, I'm so happy I know this card is good now. I'm just crushing with it, and it's very fun. Thanks for watching. See you next time.